Look at all this loot! DJ, none for you! Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and during the recent cleaning and organizing that has taken place in the shop that has made me ever so happy, I finally found some stuff that I've been looking for since before I moved. These are some resin cast Hammershot and Sweet Revenge triggers and hammers that I acquired from SilverFox Industies, like I said, well before I moved, and then never got around to actually installing, and then they just disappeared in the move. And I finally found the drawers that they had been hidden in while I was searching for something else. So I'm going to finally get these upgraded and installed. I have the Sweet Revenge that I painted back in like 2016. And the paint's starting to come off the hammer and the trigger, and so I got replacements for that. I actually got two. I do plan to make another one that will match, so I'll have two of those. I already have one that has it installed. This one was given to me at Jared's Epic Nerf Battle 3 and is hydro-dipped in flame and is so cool. But it has one of his. It was kind of neat that it showed up with one, so that's pretty darn cool. I am also going to be putting a black hammer in this one because this is the one that has that ridiculously heavy spring from that guy who had it up over 100 FPS. This one's currently only hitting 80, I think, because the seal has finally worn out. So I need to replace the seal, and I could probably get it back up to that. But it's a ridiculously heavy prime, and so I'm hoping a hammer with a little bit more leverage will make that a little bit easier. And then finally, I have my Mega Hammershot, which I wanted to put a red trigger and hammer on so that it can be identified when it's in a holster. I know which one is the Mega one. So that's the plan there. I also want to hopefully clean up the rotation on this one because it doesn't always rotate smoothly, and I think that's just a matter of needing to sand out or Dremel out or file it out a little bit more so there's a little bit more clearance. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna install these and then we're gonna see how well they work. I'm gonna start with the Sweet Revenge because it's just so, because it's svelte. I'm actually kind of tempted to replace the cylinder, put an old Hammershot one back in here just to clean things up a little bit. I've got a ridiculous number of Hammershot cylinders lying around. Alright, so we need the functional mechanisms. Need to do something about this. Maybe try vinyl dyeing it this time instead of painting it, seeing if that'll hold. Alright, so we need to take both of these pins out. To do that, we need my anvil that's wandered off. Alright. Take out the pins. I use an anvil. And a center punch and a hammer. Second pin out. Alright. Now, we put them back in. While we're in here, add a little grease to the plunger head. Never hurts as long as you're in there. Add a little bit of lube. So while I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the spring. Now I'm going to, like I said, replace that painted cylinder with a fresh one. Now they are interchangeable. The only difference is this bit up front that it all rotates on is slightly different on the Sweet Revenge, but that just requires a little bit of dremeling. Okay. Everything should be in place now. Let's see if we can button it up. And there, that is done. And it's really hard to understate how much better that really looks with the proper hammer and trigger. I like that cylinder better. It rotates a little bit better now. Need to do something about this. There's probably a 3D printed file, or like I said, I could try vinyl dyeing it. The paint just didn't want to hold to that that plastic. I'm gonna see real quick how much a difference that spring made. Not too much of a difference. Shooting 50, which is acceptable for a Hammershot, I feel. Especially for one that's clearly intended for HVZ, they're going to be real close. So, I like that. I will need to make the matching one, hopefully in the near future. Let's take a look at the mean one real quick. Thing is ridiculous. I love it. Give it some fresh grease. Alright. That's all in there. Button her up. This is one I might consider putting getting a 6-round metal cylinder for. Alright. Let's give it a shot. Yep, still about the same, but it is so much easier to prime with that longer hammer. That leverage makes a world of difference. Alright, now for the one that's probably going to take the most amount of work. And that I can hopefully still actually open. We're going to find out. Well, it spins a whole lot smoother now. Still impacting right there on one of the cylinders. I might be able to... Yeah, I think I can. There we go. Okay. Just plop the internals back in. Yeah, no rotation problems now. Loving it. Loving it. Yes. Rotation problem solved. Definitely a heavier prime. See if I can find any mega darts that'll actually work with it. It's real picky. Hooray! Well, there you have it. SilverFox Resin Cast Hammershot and Sweet Revenge hammers and triggers. Absolutely fantastic. They are amazing quality. They look absolutely beautiful. And they serve their function well, giving you more leverage, being strong, able to take that heavy spring loads. And yeah, definitely like having the red one so I can tell which is my mega. I like having now the black one to let me know which one of these has the ridiculous spring. Oh, that's so much nicer with that longer hammer. And then I do have another one of these. I do have an orange one for the regular ones, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I will probably try to get a second one because I like having my hammer shots in pairs. But yeah, quite lovely. So my thanks to SilverFox. I think he actually sent the red, black, and orange ones, or the Hammershot ones, were actually sent to me for review, and then I ordered the Sweet Revenge ones. And I'm sorry it took me so long to get this out. They got lost in the move. Well, there you have it. Definitely check him out. He also does some of the best 3D printing currently available in the hobby. He does Talon Claws and Caliburns and will custom do stuff. I don't know what his rates are, but you can pretty much, if you can get your hands on the files, he'll print just about anything for you. So, yeah, check him out. He's a good friend. Good people. He and his wife. Awesome people. Thank you for watching.